In ancient times, lepers were among the most shunned members of society. Cast out from their communities, they lived on the fringes, isolated and stigmatized by their condition. When Jesus healed lepers, it wasn't just a miraculous act of physical healing, but also a powerful statement about acceptance and compassion. He reached out to those deemed untouchable and unworthy, challenging the social norms of exclusion. Today, we might not cast out lepers, but we have our own contemporary equivalents. Immigrants, the homeless, LGBTQ+ individuals, those who suffer from mental illness. These groups often find themselves on the margins of society, pushed aside and ignored. The question we must ask ourselves is, who do we cast out today and why? Exclusion serves to dehumanize those we push away, stripping them of their dignity and worth. It creates an us versus them mentality, fostering division and misunderstanding. It's easy to fall into the trap of viewing the other as a problem to be solved or a burden to be borne, rather than as a human being with intrinsic value. This mindset perpetuates a cycle of inequality and injustice. Reaching out to the excluded in today's world means more than offering temporary relief. It means advocating for systemic changes that promote inclusion and equality. It involves recognizing the structural barriers that perpetuate exclusion and working to dismantle them. For instance, instead of simply offering shelter to the homeless, we must address the root causes of homelessness, such as lack of affordable housing and job opportunities. Instead of merely tolerating differences, we should celebrate diversity and ensure that marginalized voices are heard and valued. The modern implications of acceptance are profound. Acceptance means more than just tolerance. It means embracing people for who they are, with all their complexities and differences. It means recognizing our shared humanity and understanding that we are all interconnected. The dangers of exclusion, on the other hand, are equally significant. Exclusion breeds resentment, anger, and ultimately conflict. It weakens the social fabric and hinders progress, both individually and collectively. By casting out those who are different, we limit our own potential for growth and learning. In conclusion, the lesson of the leper's cleansing is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. To reach out to the excluded, we must challenge our own biases, advocate for systemic change, and strive to create a more inclusive society. In doing so, we not only uplift those on the margins but also enrich our own lives and communities.